was they started putting urethane wheels on these in the 70s. And early on in the early 60s, the very first kicktail came out. This wasn't real popular when it first came out because people thought it was really a strange thing. Revolutionary concept. Automatically doubles your skill. You can automatically do 180s and 360s. Automatically. You don't have to do anything. It just automatically does it by themselves. LX10. This was fantastic when they first came out. Then in the kind of early middle 60s, they started putting clay wheels on the double action trucks. This is one by Nash called the Hot Foot. They took the old Hobie boards that originally had clay wheels on them, and we put the very first Road Riders. This is the very first wheel with a sealed bearing, Road Rider 1s. And of course the very first urethane wheel was a Cadillac wheel, and that's usually what they put on these old Hobies is Cadillacs, or the first Road Rider ones. And this was a great improvement. You could ride pools with these because they really stuck well. You could do good wheelies, walking the nose, hanging 5, hanging 10, all your neat stuff. And these wheels gripped, really gripped great, and they were much faster. This is also a 60s board. This was a Hobie. It's got an Action Now sticker on there, but this was an old Hobie, and it's got some old urethane wheels on it as well. Originally it was a clay wheel. Now the Zephyr, this was the very first high-performance board, the Z-Flex or Zephyr. And it is a predecessor to the Hobie skateboard. As you can see, they're almost identical. The construction, the shape is very similar. The bottom construction, they just made it a little bit longer. Put a little grip tape on the top rather than this grip tape surface here that never worked with the darn. But this is your first high-tech board here, the Z-Flex. And the Z-Boys, the Zephyr team, used to come down here in the 70s and really rip this beach apart here. There's all kinds of contests at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium and so forth. And this was your ticket right here. This was one of the first skateboards manufactured with the actual urethane wheels. These are Cadillac Decines. This is a second generation Cadillac wheel. The first ones were a bit thinner.
Okay, that's fine. Let's give Bear a big hand, everybody. Looking very nice. Next up is Mike. Stay here. Mike, when you come in, we will start.
All by myself, I look around the house, everything isn't as it seems. I look in the letterbox and the kitty cat, but they're all gone. I look in the kitchen and the pots and pans have left as well. I go in the garage and your car somewhere else. I look at the vanity and your perfumes and your powders are gone. I look in the closet and your clothes have been excavated. I look in the bathroom in the toothbrush rack and your toothbrush is gone. Why is this? Where you gonna be tomorrow? I guess I'll just pray the time goes by. Piece out of my heart, oh girl. You took a piece out of me, took a piece out of my heart, oh
Such a long way since those very first contests held in the 50s and the 60s. And now we're going to see some radical action. The pros are going to be up.
Oh no! I need some coffee!
world, but it was getting late. I was on the move, but I couldn't think straight. I needed a charge, if you know what I mean. I need latte from the Eagle machine. So I went downtown with a fool from school. He was high on junk, and hey, that ain't cool. Don't smoke no gun, don't take no crap. If you wanna get high, just drink it black. Cafe latte. Cafe latte. Now when I drink that, I get to hopping. I'm the kind of man that there ain't no stopping. It's my thinking jamming, my dancing shoes. There ain't a goddamn thing that I can't do. I say algebra, I took an trigonometry. They were the easiest things in the world to me. You know, nuclear physics, philosophy. They say I wrote the book on brain surgery. It was the craziest thing that I ever seen. My mind was a slave to a little brown kid. My brain wouldn't stop, no I couldn't shut up. I wanna live that time, so I said it cut. But the kind of like me, like a latte high. When it comes to the rhythm, let me tell you why. Cause I know what I do it right. And the body keeps me going all through the night. Latte, take the darkest bean and boil it up. Cafe, latte, and then you steam some cream and you put it in the cup. Cafe, latte, you take the darkest bean and boil it up. Cafe, latte, and then you steam some cream and you drink it all up. Cafe, latte. Let's take it to the coffee break. Machines in the green, no codeine or nicotine. I drank too much. Went to the drink, starting to call up the tea. Hit from the door and DMC. Down in the corner, one and three. I wish was free. I coffee latte.
That keeps you ready.
Cafe latte. Nerves got the funky brew. Cafe latte. So he must be the funky girl. Cafe latte. Get in the keys, Mr. Beach Control. Cafe latte. Along with one bell dead.
One fish! Two fish! Red fish! Blue fish!
Hey Vern, how you doing? They're catching big fish down at Buttersworth. All down by the Broadsville store. Yeah, big fish. Big fish. Big sheep.
Big sheep!
The wolves are rolling round the countryside. Over by Mr. Biggest
The biggest daddy of them all,
Yeah,
right?
big sheep.
Big sheep! It'll be at the party too, so anybody wants to come?
Trying to suck them in. The master plan, the whirling wind. The big machine keeps the stone rolling. Yeah, big fish. And little itty bitty people over the land, sucking them dry, taking their innards. The animals, the birds, the trees. The little people like you and me. The fuel for the big machine keeps on rolling. Over me, over you, the little man. Yeah, they're catching big fish with little sucking them in with a wiggly worm, wiggly worm, wiggly worm, wiggly worm. Man, help me out! Big fish in a little pond, little people trying to get along. Big fish in a little pond, little people trying to get along. Big fish in a little pond, little people trying to get along. Big fish in a little pond, little people wear the finest scale and spend all morning doing their tail. They stay out late just swimming around, and when you really need them, they can't be found. Whoa, over there, my Mr. Biggest Ranch, they're going up in ya, ha, 'cause they're from Kenya. Whoa.
During the 70s, boards started coming in all different sizes and shapes and configurations. This is a downhill specialty board made for high speeds, straight downhill. As you can see, the trucks are placed right on the tips for maximum stability so it doesn't wobble out. Nice wide trucks, nice wheels. This is a 70s board. This is called a Turner Summer Ski. It's a foam core, fiberglass on the outside. You also use this type of truck and wheel. This was a slalom board, very flexible. This is the top. You put grip tape on it. Very nice and flexible. You stand on it parallel, and it's like skiing through the slalom, like that. This is also a slalom board here. This one's made out of aluminum, and it's kind of a dual-purpose slalom and downhill speed board. As you can see, if you look at the side of it, it's two boards clamped together. Now, one board was for slalom, two boards were for downhill. Weighs, big giant wheels, and this thing goes fast. Actually, I won a contest in this one about 55 miles an hour back in about 75, just like that. Very fast board, bigger bearings, bigger wheels, downhill and slalom. So all kinds of weird things were being made in the 70s. This is one of the weirdest things they made in the 70s over here. Where is my 8-wheeler? Oh, there it is. This is one of the weirdest boards, a Lonnie Toft 8-wheeler. And these were fun to ride. They weren't that popular, but there was a good hardcore following for this type of board, developed by Lonnie Toft. And this board is kind of weird because when you ride it, you can't turn. You have to stand on one edge to turn one way or on the other edge to turn another way. And these boards were really stable and a lot of fun to ride. Something different. A lot of fun. So a lot of things were happening in the 70s. Really innovative things that really helped carry along skateboarding into the 80s. This is from the 70s also. The very first aerials that were ever done on a skateboard were done on this board right here. This is the first board that was ever in a magazine doing an aerial or coming out of the pool and back into a pool. And they use these Velcro straps strapped around your feet like this, called suspenders. These were developed by a guy named Gary Strauss in Malibu. Cross over like this, and my shoes are too fat now, but that's how the things came on. You put them on the board, and what do you know? Your feet are clamped right on there. That's called suspenders, and these were the very first things that kids used to get air out of pools with. That was a great invention. Johnny, let me see that board there. Then in the later 70s, we have these things called skate airs. Basically the same type of things as these suspenders. They enable you to stick your feet in here, and you can really get a tremendous amount of air with these without trying too hard. And also a lot of snowboarders use these to practice snowboarding on. These have been out since about 1975, and they're still on the market today. They work a lot better on your bigger boards. And a lot of neat maneuvers you can do, like 180s and 360s, all kinds of neat things like that. Skaters, hold your feet right on there so you can tweak airs and all kinds of.
Hey, I skate for skate airs.
And that's a short history of skateboarding. This is a brand new contemporary board here. As you can see, they're a lot better. You've got your Grind King pins here, sealed bearings, nice wide trucks, 7-ply board, concave nose, concave everything. These are great. I hope you've enjoyed your history lesson on skateboarding, and don't forget, skate safely.
We're going to give the awards for the Skater of the Year, and also we're going to give the award for Skater of the Decade. I'll read the inscription on the trophy. It says, the City of Santa Monica, Bronze Age, Power Edge, Makaha Classic. Skater of the Decade goes to Jay Adams. zip ahead, Jay Adams.
Yeah, dude.
Watch for soon, the zip ahead skate deck will be out soon. We have another award for Skater of the Year, Eric Dressen. All right.
Oh, Eric, I love you.
One more, yeah.
You guys are in the finals, one run each, and this will determine the winner of today's Makaha Classic Skateboard Championship right here in the city of Santa Monica. Okay, you guys ready?
Ready?